Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And Sims says, let's bring it out to the 25. Pickett leads his Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with Harris. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play there. Second down. Pickett. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Pickett finding Johnson there. First down, Steelers. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A run with Harris out of the shot. And the ball is knocked out. And does Washington have it? They do. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that one finds through, and now a crease. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 96 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A give up the middle to Gibson. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Throwing here, Howell. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On 4th down, Howell. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll run with Gibson. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Commanders are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Here's Steven Sims on the return from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. To the air on first down with Pickett. And that, incomplete. Daylight in front if he could have held on, but he didn't. So instead, it's second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. And that will be incomplete as well.
Two drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. That's taken on the 25. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that the
touchdown, Washington. Well, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Here's Sims now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Pickett. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't. On what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Pickett back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Pickett now on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Pickett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 38-yard line. Pickett to throw on 1st down. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Pickett, he's going to throw it again. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. And now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Second down throw for Howell. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Back to throw, Pickett. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And this offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 22. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
To throw again on second down. Pickett. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll launch it. Well, now it brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Pickett will look to throw it here. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points in the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Pickett. That is caught inside the 5. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. It's Pickett on the keeper. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Commanders come through with a fourth down stand. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a 21-0 lead already, well, no need really to take any unnecessary risks. And they work this out past the 25. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On first down, right back to Gibson. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Howell. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Pickett. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Here's Sims now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First and 10, here's Pickett. And the catch made by Johnson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Oh, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. And the Commanders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. On first and 10, it's Gibson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Howell down to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Pickett back to the air on second down. Open man here is Gentry. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try to run with Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Here's Sims now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here. Yeah,
you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Pickett. And now here is another interception. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Slide for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Sims now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Now the ball comes loose. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
as they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the fourth quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. 2nd down. Howell now. That's out to the flat for Gibson. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, to be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackle and held him to an okay gain.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And the Steeler D will celebrate the goal line stand. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. And my goodness, another interception. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Commanders continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it is 42-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. They'll go play action. Howell slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off play action. It's Howell. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Now, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
So here we go, 4th down. Howell. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Pickett leads his Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs. Right at the 50-yard line. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Pickett to throw on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Boswell good with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the fourth quarter. You know, in the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the counter, Gibson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. A handoff for Gibson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now Howell. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
It's now 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Here's Howell. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season.
Yeah. So that style not for you, but it's for me.